So, good afternoon, and it is a good afternoon because, as you can see on the screen, we have actually announced a player. After all the hype, all the wait, to in and fro back to Brazil after landing at Heathrow, he flew back in last night, apparently early hours of the morning, and landed early this morning, early maybe midday-ish, according to some of the flights that were being tracked by our fans. You know how Arsenal fans do, but yeah, it is official, and it's on Arsenal.com. We're going to go through that now. Welcome to the club. He's joined on loan, as you can see there, or I hope you can see. And I'm not going to play that video. I'd love to play the interview, but I'll get copywritten, I'd imagine. But you can see some of the shots here, some of the quotes that he's put up. If you want to check the video out, like I said, I don't know whether I'll get copywritten for doing that. But yeah. He's officially signed. Where was the one I clicked on a minute ago? Let's go to the picture gallery. Let's go to some of the pictures of him in his Arsenal shirt. He's officially an Arsenal player on loan. There's an option to buy. He joined us on loan from Flamengo on Wednesday. You can see his first pictures of the famous red and white here. He looks well happy. I'd be happy if I was playing for Arsenal now as well. And I'm sure that all the ladies that support Arsenal are going to be loving him off. Put it that way. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of hype, a lot of uncertainty, conflicting stories, etc., etc. And eventually, this deal has been done. And the reported fee is about £4.2 million. There is an option to buy, like I said, but there's conflicting reports on that because there's potential add-ons and stuff like that as well. So apparently the deal could rise to about 16 million euros, which is what, about 13.5 million quid, apparently. But then I've read another one that says it's only 3 million quid. So yeah, it's not bad, is it? We've signed a defender. It was a great experience to feature against Mo Salah. And here we go. Let's read this statement on Arsenal. Pablo Mari might not be widely known in England yet, but his performance in the Club World Cup final against Liverpool certainly brought him a lot of attention. Our new Spanish centre-back was in fine form against the likes of Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane, and helping his side keep a clean sheet in the 90 minutes before the Reds won in extra time. It's an experience to face those players, Mari told Arsenal Player. It was really exciting to play against a big club, and I think I performed really well. At the end of the day, they're just people like everyone else. Obviously, they are in great form at the moment and they are among the best players in the world. But we also have a fantastic team with top players. This is football, and that's the way you have to look at it. You have to compete against every side, whether it's Liverpool or any other club in the world. I have a lot of faith in this great club, and I know we're going to do very well. Well, listen, he's definitely talking the talk, that's for sure. He's definitely talking the talk. And I'm over the moon. I'm actually buzzing we signed a player. We've signed a centre-back, which is what we needed. Listen, Mustafi went down injured the other night. He's only got a sprain, so that's good news. I see a lot of people kicking off on me last night when I said that was good news. What I meant is it's good news is in he's not done a serious injury. Come on, seriously, people take life way too seriously, man. And listen, whether I rate Mustafi or not, I don't ever want to see him do a serious injury. So, excuse me while I sip my tea. But yeah, Mustafi's down. He went out. He's sprained his ankle. And then obviously Callum Chambers is out for the season, as we know. Rob Holding, well, what's going on with Rob Holding? He's not been great, has he, when he has played this season, but it's not been fantastic for him. But this guy looks all right, though. I can't lie. I'm kind of happy with this signing. For me, like I said, I would have preferred to have gone for Matvienko, just based on Champions League experience and stuff like that. But this is a decent second choice for me as well. I'm kind of happy with this. And listen, we've got a lot of defensive issues, and have done over the years. Hopefully, this guy can come in and he can help fix that towards the end of the season. And if he does, you never know, we might end up buying him towards the end of that loan move. So there's definitely need in our defence for a good centre back, because David Luiz is hit and miss, Socrates is hit and miss, Rob Holding's not really living up to the hype, Callum Chambers is out injured, Mavropanos out on loan. And yeah, it's not a great set of centre backs that we've got at this football club. So yeah, I'm really happy that we've signed this guy. Julian Miller, thank you for your donation, buddy, from Australia. Hi, huge fan from Australia. After Man U signed Bruno Fernandes, what midfielder would you go for in the summer? Ndidi. Yes, Ndidi, I would go for Ndidi. I'd go for him, mate. And listen, since he's been out of Leicester's team, they've been losing games. So just shows how important he is. But yeah, listen, the hype around this guy has been epic. Yeah, nobody knew who he was on Friday. Well, very little people knew who he was on Friday. Everyone's an expert on him now, which is good, and I like that. You know, it means that the fans are trying to look into what this guy's got, what he can do. Obviously, when he went back to Brazil, a lot of people were saying that was always the plan. I'm not so sure on that. Obviously, it's worked out and we've got him, but I don't think that was the plan. You don't fly somebody over for a medical, agree a deal, and then flying back to training. And he was in training as well. The video footage from Flamengo came out yesterday. He was in training. So I think that the sticking point was how we structured the deal, whether it be a loan or a permanent. I think they wanted permanent. Their president came out and said, we agreed a permanent deal. And he flew back to Brazil. So the deal was in the balance. We're then linked again with Matvienko, done a deal in principle with him. And maybe we just used him as a little make weight to get Flamengo to say, right, okay, cool, you can have him. And either way, I don't care. We've got him. Do you think he'll be a success as Blind Gooner? Big up you, Daniel. I hope your YouTube's going well. Anyone not subscribed to Daniel, go and check him out. Do I think he'll be a success? I hope so. I hope so. Like I said, I've never seen him play. I've seen the highlight reels, but highlight reels can be very misleading at times. So I'm not gonna form an opinion on whether I think he'll be great or not until I see him play. And let's hope he can hit the ground running. The last player we got from a Brazilian league is absolutely ripping it up for us at the minute. So let's hope that he can do likewise, and let's hope that he can hit the ground running and smash it. Because listen, we need a centre back, badly need a centre back, and we've now got that. So listen, if he comes in, hits the ground running, elevates us up to the higher places in the table, then I'm all for that. And at the end of the day, we're sat in 10th at the moment, and it's not good enough. So let's hope he can come in and be that linchpin in defence. Whose place is he going to take? Because at the moment, we've got David Luiz playing left centre-back. He's a left-footed centre-back, this guy. So does that mean we're shifting David Luiz to the right and dropping Socrates and then putting him next to David Luiz? I don't know. It's a conundrum that Arteta's got to figure out. Picking his best centre-back pairing. I suppose, obviously, he's coming into a new country, this guy, and he's going to fit straight into training. Obviously, the fact he's Spanish probably helps. His English is very good, by the way. When he was talking to, I think it was Charles Watts at the airport last Friday or Saturday, his English was pretty good. So, again, I've seen conflicting reports saying he can't speak English properly. Well, he can speak English better than I can speak Spanish, that's for sure. Thank you to 910 people watching this live. I do appreciate that. Do drive the likes up on the video. If you are watching on Facebook, do share the content around. Facebook's millimeters away from 4K. So in 4 weeks, that's pretty damn relentless. So big up everyone who's followed my Facebook. And if you haven't, links in the description. But yeah, it's a good day. We've actually signed a player. And I can't wait to see him play. Our game against Burnley, obviously he's signed in time to feature in that. Whether he will feature in that, again, is down to Mikel Arteta and down to the player as to how well he trains. And listen, it's Arteta's man. So, you know, it's his first signing as well, Mikel Arteta. So I'm pretty sure that this guy will feature quite a lot between now and the season. He's 6'4", as a lot of you were saying in the chat. That's another conflicting story I've seen. A lot of reports are saying he's 6'3". A lot of them are saying he's 6'4". That extra inch, yeah, you ask the ladies, that extra inch could come in handy every now and again, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he's not the quickest, but I've said this on previous streams. Mertesacker was not quick. For me, he had it up here. He could read the game. Yeah, and although he wasn't the greatest centre-back we've ever had at this football club, Mertesacker was a very good centre-back. And if you've got it upstairs, you don't need it in the legs. So yeah, I think that by all accounts, for all the stuff I've read online, all the video footage I've seen of him, he looks a very good player. And to get him for the price we've got him for on loan, I think it's really good business. If the extra 3 million or whatever it may be is a purchase at the end of it, why didn't we just pay that now? Maybe we should have just bought him now, but then I suppose you can give him back if you've got a bigger target in the summer, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm buzzing with this signing, and it's the first one of this transfer window. I don't know why it's taken so long, this deal, but the deal is done, and that is the main thing. And like I said, we've got Burnley at the weekend. Don't forget, I will be doing a watch along for that game with my partner in streams, Guna Eagle Eye. His link's in the description if you want to sub to him. And I can't wait. Hopefully he makes his debut. I'm not too sure whether he's going to. I think it might be a little bit too soon after landing here today, getting the deal done today, and then having a couple of days training before we go again on Sunday. I think it might be a little bit too soon for him to start that game. Obviously, David Luiz will be back from his 1-game suspension. Socrates played the other night. Rob Holdings played as well the other night. So yeah, it's all good. I'm really happy with it. In fact, for anybody joining late, I'll show you some of the pictures on Arsenal.com. If I can get that up. There we go. Share screen. There we go. Let's go through the pictures again. So yeah, anybody joined late, do drive the likes up. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will be back at 5 o'clock as normal anyway, doing my live stream, and I'll be back at 9 o'clock as normal. But here's some of the pictures of him in his Arsenal shirt. And like I said, I think the female Arsenal fans are going to have a new guy to fancy, because he's not a bad looking lad, is he? Let's be real. He's got that dark hair, dark eyes, olive skin, typical Spanish look. Yeah, he's a bit of a looker, isn't he? He's well happy in that picture. I'm buzzing, man. I'm actually buzzing. We've actually gone out and signed a centre-back. We've needed a centre-back, a proper centre-back for so long. So let's hope this guy is the guy. Like I said, I don't know a massive amount about him, but by all accounts, he looks a very, very good player. And I'm over the moon with it. I'm going to read some of your comments and questions out in a minute. And like I said, thank you to everyone watching live. Over 1,000 people watching this live between YouTube and Facebook. So if you're not subscribed, please do. Do drive the likes up on the video. And if you're watching on Facebook, do share the content around, and let's build up that Facebook page as quick as possible. Amna says wifey. Nobody can take wifey away. That's Tierney, baby. That's Tierney. Let's read some of these out. Is Matvienko deal still on? I don't know, if I'm being honest, because the story that I went with, because I did my daily transfer update before this news broke. This news broke about midnight last night, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd already done my transfer video. I wanted to have a little lie-in. I wanted an early night. And so I already put it in there. But the reports were saying that Arsenal had agreed a deal in principle for Matvienko. Now, I'm not too sure whether that's still going to happen, or whether they just use that to hurry up Flamengo into giving us Pablo Marie. But either way, we've got a centre-back. That's a start. Now what we need to do is go and get a midfielder and a left winger. Maybe even a right back. I know that we're looking at the Cedric Suarez from Southampton. Again, that's a cheap deal, 5 million quid. Is he any good? I don't know. Listen, he's good going forward. He's not so great defensively. We've already got too many players in the squad that are like that. They're good going forward, but without the ball, they're not so great. So for me, I'd maybe go and look at something else. I'd just go and throw the money at Max Aarons. That's what I'd do. So yeah, that's what I would be doing. Sexier than Giroud. Speaking of Olivier Giroud, there's reports today that he's on his way to Tottenham. So all them people that were at the home game last season when I was there against Chelsea, and he was warming up and they were all singing his song, they all look a bit silly if he ends up at Tottenham, don't they? Lamar deal is off. Well, listen, Bayern Munich are interested in him. So if it's a choice between Bayern Munich and us, I think I know where he's ending up, sadly. But I would take Lamar. Marie, Martinelli, Nelson, Saka, Willock, Smith Rowe, young balls on steroids. Well, Marie's not that young, mate. He's 26 years old. So he's mid-20s, just over. So he's not that young. The rest of them, definitely. Definitely, mate. Oh, some of these comments, I can't even read these out. I'll have my channel shut down. Jesus Christ. More options on the bench is good. Problem to have if you're Mikel Arteta, says Cedric. Afternoon to you, Cedric. Afternoon to over 1,000 people watching this live. He'll be too jet lagged to play anytime soon, says Ushin. Afternoon to you, darling. Hope you're good. Well, yeah, that might be something, because this is a 12-hour flight from Brazil, isn't it? So it's kind of a long flight. I remember when I went to Cancun, that was what, 11 hours on that, and I was knackered when I got there, man. So it didn't help that it was a free bar on British Airways. They actually run out after about 6 hours on that flight. That flight was mad. We need another centre back and a right back and a replacement for Lacazette if he joins Atletico, says Stephen. Well, yeah, this is the thing. We do need a right back. We've only got Hector Bellerin. Obviously, Maitland-Niles has filled in there. I think he's done really, really well. But like I said, I'd go for Max Aarons. I don't see any reason not to go and sign him. 30 million quid's an absolute bargain. He's young enough to kick on, and I'd go and do that deal. And I think we need a centre midfielder. If you look at our centre midfields, they're not the most physical. We've got Xhaka, Guendouzi, Ozil, Ceballos. Torreira's the only one who, like, probably you could say is a bit more physical than the rest. I think we need another one in that midfield, and I think we need a left winger. I know we've got Bukayo Saka, we've got Martinelli, but I'd rather see Martinelli up front, and then you can have Bukayo Saka and then somebody else. And then they can rotate, and then you've got two players for that position. Then obviously on the right hand side you've got Nelson and Pepe. So then up front you'll have four strikers. You'll have Eddie, Martinelli, Laka, and Abba. So yeah, I think I'd go and do that. But whether the club are going to do that or not, I don't know. DJ Crane, big up yourself, bro. I hope you're good. No better way of waking up. Girl brings some coffee, shakes it around a little bit, puts on Lively Gunner. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. I hope you're well, mate. Big up the missus as well. I would have got Christian Eriksen. Well, he's gone to Milan now. Inter Milan. He's been announced at Inter Milan, mate. 16 million quid. So they've got themselves a decent player in him, because I think he's all right. Upper Meccano, Saliba, Marie, and Chambers as our centre backs would be good, says Hayne. Afternoon, Hayne. We won't bench Abba and Laka for Martinelli right now. I wouldn't bench Aubameyang anyway. I wouldn't bench him anyway. I'd stick him up front and have Martinelli until we buy a left winger on the left wing. I think he's done superb since he's been here. So long may that continue. Big up Zach on Facebook. Welcome to Arsenal. If you are watching on Facebook, don't forget to share the video. That does help. It does help a lot. And it would be nice if you could do that. It would help build up my following on there. Laugh out loud, Lee's hairline. Bruv, it's the stress of supporting this football club. It don't help that the light's shining there and it makes my head, it looks like I've got that Mane cut, yeah? My hairline's actually not that far back, it's the light. But yeah, it's not the best hairline in the world, I can't lie. It goes back to the Invincibles. Liverpool Never Walk Alone says, I love you, Lee. Thank you, I love you too. Let's read out this statement again for everybody who's joined late. Obviously, he's our first signing under Mikel Arteta. Let's read this out. Pablo Marie might not be widely known in England yet, but his performance in the Club World Cup final against Liverpool certainly brought him a lot of attention. Our new Spanish centre-back was in fine form against the likes of Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane, helping his side keep a clean sheet in the 90 minutes before the Reds won in extra time. It was a great experience to face those players, Marie told Arsenal Player, and it was really exciting to play against a big club, and I think I performed really well. At the end of the day, excuse me, they are people like everyone else. Obviously, they are in great form at the moment, and they are among the best players in the world. But we also have a fantastic team with top players. This is football, and You have to compete against every side, whether it's Liverpool or any other club in the world. I have a lot of faith in this great club, Arsenal. I know we're going to do very well. Now, that's the sort of, along with the pictures. The pictures are good. So we'll scroll through them one more time for you guys that have joined late. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Any more breaking news? I was literally about to go supermarket, and I got a little notification pop up on my phone. So I thought, right, okay, we'll go live then. I didn't expect it to be announced until tomorrow. I thought maybe they'd long it out for deadline day, but clearly they haven't, and he's now officially a Gooner. And yeah, I'm happy, man. Buzzing. We've signed a centre-back at last. So yeah, it's good. Really good. And like I said, I'm not too sure whether he's going to play at the weekend. He can play at the weekend. He's probably been registered for that. But I'm not sure whether he will start the game. Obviously, it's a long flight from Brazil. He's not had a training session with us yet. So I think it's a little bit too soon to see him start this game. Obviously, after that, we've got a little bit of a winter break, haven't we? So he's going to have a couple of weeks here before he actually plays a game, I'd imagine, unless he does start against Burnley. He'll be on the bench, says Ebby. Well, he might be. DJ Fury says the ladies will love him. Yes, they will crush on him. They will crush on him. Better get the wet floor signs out at the Emirates. Oh dear. Still think Arsenal have a surprise signing up their sleeve, says Simon. Well, I hope they do, because I think we need more than just a centre-back, mate. But time is ticking. It's ticking very quickly, and we're running out of hours to get deals done. So I'm hoping that we can get something else done. Jimenez has enough quality to replace Laka, says Mikey. Afternoon to you, mate. 10 rules of the game says he's winning all the headers at 6'4". Well, he is. This is the thing, yeah. All the compilations and stuff I've seen of him, he's won pretty much every header, mate. Yeah, he's just like a giraffe, a bit like Mertesacker was, man. Just like, he don't even need to jump, just lean over the player. Arsenal women will conduct joint training with the men's team. Has anyone clocked who his missus is yet? Has he even got a missus? I bet that's a worldie as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, pretty mad. Afternoon to you, AL. Hope you're good. James Rodriguez, please, says Danielle. Listen, I don't want him, man. I do not want him. He is so overhyped, but I can see why people do want him, but nah, not for me. He's too inconsistent, man. Would you take Sofiane Boufal as left winger in an attacking team like Arsenal? Would be wicked, says Uganda Knuckles. He's all right, man. He's all right. There's better out there, put it that way. He's like a left-footed Harry Maguire. Well, let's hope he's better than Harry Maguire's performed this season. Rodriguez will replace Ozil in the summer. I hope not. I hope there's better out there. Big up TD Shifts. Long time, bruv. Hope you're good. Do you know what number he is going to wear? I don't actually. Let's go back on .com, refresh that, and see if there is any news. We don't want that to be a draw, mate. Let's see if it's come up with any number. We're obviously on Arsenal.com. You have to credit them because they get the ump if you don't. I would play the interview, but I'll probably get copywritten to do that. So yeah, there's nothing on here about what number he'll wear yet, mate. So, but he is an Arsenal player from today. So he's joined on loan for anyone joining late, and we've got an option to buy him at the end of it, which is great. So yeah, I'm really happy. We've started to actually do something. 4 weeks after the window opened, we signed a player. So it's a start. Let's hope it's not the finish. Now there's over 1,000 people watching live. I'd just like to say thank you very much. This channel is flying up in subs, views and likes and everything like that. So it's going in the right direction. Also on deadline day, I will be doing the daily transfer video as normal in the morning. I will then be live streaming for a good few hours from about midday, 1 o'clock for maybe 2.5 hours. It's not exclusive just for Arsenal news because we're probably not doing any more. So it'll be a deadline day stream like I did in the summer. I'll do that for a few hours, and then I'll be doing from about 8 o'clock all the way through till about 11:30, half hour after the window closes. So going to get a few people on. Claude said he'll come on. I'm going to ask Kenny if he's coming on. Kenny Ken. Chigga come on. And yeah, I'm going to just try and tap up a few more people, see if they can come on throughout the day and the evening. So yeah, if you want to come and check that out, please do. Do subscribe, notification bell and all that. Do like the content. And if you're watching on Facebook, do share the post, share the video. And if you're not following my Facebook, it's in the description with my Insta. We'll do 5 more minutes of your comments, and then I'm going to go shopping to the supermarket. I bought a slow cooker the other day. It is the best thing I've ever bought in my life. So yeah, I'm kind of buzzing with that. I cooked a nice beef stew yesterday. You're profiting off a sign-in now, says Seth. Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, do you know what? When people say this, you're profiting off a loss, that is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because I'm sitting here now with my nice cup of tea, with my nice little background, with Arsenal.com website loaded up, and it's costing me nothing to sit here, apart from, I don't know, what, the internet, which is about €15 a month. Ivory says next Van Dijk. I don't know about that, mate. I don't know about that. I found out that Saliba is 17, soz, for the absence. Saliba's 17. He's 19, isn't he? I thought he was 19, 20. Yeah, I hope you're good anyway, TD Shifts. I hope all's well, mate. Maria's the next Mustafi. Jesus Christ. Sky Sports saying Cedric Saar's deal's close. Says Don Manero. I hope you're well, mate. Well, listen, if we get him, I think we need a right back. Listen, we don't need a left back. I don't know why we were looking at Layvin Kurzawa. I've got hiccups now. I don't know why we were looking at him, but we desperately need a right back. And the fact that we're looking at that guy, would that mean that Maitland-Niles is then going to be shifted back into midfield in his actual position? Because that would be nice to see that. You know, it'd be nice to see him in his right position. But I do think that since he's played at right back, he has been absolutely brilliant. Unbelievable what he's done at right back. And that's why I was a little bit shocked he was dropped for the Chelsea game the other night. Although it proved all right because Hector stepped up and scored the equaliser with 10 men. So, and then after that, Bellerin played all right again the other night. So I don't know. Maybe we do go and get this. Maybe we do go and get this thing. Oh, you mean number 17, not 17? Oh, I get you. I get you. Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, there's no news on .com yet about the shirt number that he will wear, Marie. So yeah, Niles is not good enough for midfield. I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree. His passing's not great, is it? I would have preferred him to stay at right back, if I'm honest. Him and Bellerin fight it out for that right back slot. But then if we're going to go after a right back, which I think we probably should do, then I don't know, do we sell Maitland-Niles or do we put him in midfield and give him a go? I'd give him a go. I knew this was coming. I never believed Lee's fake news. Mate, I go off of what's written in the media. It's there for everybody to search. So yeah. Lee Gunner looks like the cartoon Tintin. Bruv, come on, man. There's no need for this. I was liking the comment section until that. Come on, man. There's no need for that. Tintin, you joker. Thank you, though, mate. Appreciate that. A lot of Man United. That's what I wanted to very quickly touch on. Obviously, Man United are very close to signing Bruno Fernandes, which is a player that I think is going to smash it in this Premier League. I think he's been brilliant for a long, long time. And I see a video going around last night of people attacking Ed Woodward's house. What is that all about? Seriously. What is that all about? What is that all about? But there we go. Listen, I'm going to do 1 more minute and I'm gone. Can't see Maitland-Niles playing in any other position at Arsenal. He's only good at right back, says Rickus. Well, listen, he's done very well at right back. I still think we need a right back, but we shall see. If Giroud goes to Spurs, he's a snake. Well, he's a snake anyway, Perry. Yeah, but this is the guy that could have gone to Everton. He denied that move. I can see why, because he was banging out chicks when he should have been sleeping before the game. So his missus weren't too happy. He could have gone to West Ham. He rejected that one. He could have been part of the Aubameyang deal and gone to Borussia Dortmund. He rejected that. He could have gone to Marseille. He rejected that. And he chose to go to Chelsea. Now, for me, Chelsea are up there with Tottenham. I can't stand them. But there we go. And then our fans are singing his name when he's warming up to come on against us at the Emirates last season. Then after the Europa League, he's holding up the Europa League, giving it all that. Thank you, Arsenal. Thank you, Arsenal. He's a clown. I couldn't care less if he goes Tottenham. Let him go there. Yeah, for me, listen, he's crap anyway. Absolute crap. He went 4 months without scoring a goal. Let's do a couple more of these. 3 more and I'm gone. Aaron's is better, says Big Gage. Gage. How do I say that? Gage. Big up yourself anyway. Marie agent is the same as Matvienko's agent. Yes, that's true. Imagine if we pull Matvienko out the bag as well. Bergwijn is better than Pepe. Oh, here we go. Are you a Tottenham fan? Or are you just on a wind up? On that note, listen, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you to over 1,000 people watching live. I will be back at 5. Do follow my Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, share the post, share the video. If you're watching on here, drive the likes through the roof. We have signed Pablo Marie. It is a done deal. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much to everyone in the chat. We've actually signed a centre-back. Come on, let's get another one in. Let's get some more players in. I'll be back at 5. Laters, peeps.